Hello, 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 everyone. It's Monday, April 28th. Gosh, this month is going fast. And I'm here with Rebecca, and others may join us for our Monday live Q&A. So this is a time to bring your questions. We chat about whatever you want to bring up, and we also go over things that are going on in doTERRA. So thanks for joining, Rebecca. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Cool. And so I just want to do a couple of quick announcements and reminders. One, I hope everybody snagged any of the rose hydrosol or moringa rose oil if they wanted it. Because if it isn't sold out, it will be shortly. I know they were getting down to the nib. Speaking of which, things have been out of stock. And it's been not just doTERRA, but other stuff. You go to buy something again on Amazon and it's not available. Things like that. So I'm going to remind you, please stock up on items, whether it's oils or supplements or whatever, that you use every day. So don't laugh. I try to keep 3 months of supplements and oils that we use daily so that I am not at the mercy of manufacturer excuses and supply chain issues and whatever is going on in our crazy world. So do what you can do. Everybody has to run their household the way that they're comfortable with. Reminder, points expire a year after they're earned. I've talked to people that have bunches of points and they're not using them and they don't realize that they are expiring a year after you earn them. Those are points that we make with our loyalty reward order. And if you're not on loyalty, call me up. I'll talk it over with you. Talk to the person who helped you get your account. It doesn't matter. This is such a cool program, and it's not like Amazon or any auto ship, which I stay away from. Um, so also, when I send out a text from my business texting number, don't reply to that. I barely even get those replies. It's really an outgoing text service that I pay for. So you see something that you want to talk over with me that I've texted out from my biz number, which is the 941 area code number, then text me back on my regular personal cell phone that is the 847 area code. The way to keep it straight, save the 941 number as Rainy first name, doTERRA or whatever as last name, and my regular number, 847 number, as Rainy first name, and my regular Ray last name. That way you'll know what text you're using and what is coming in and who it's from. Also, we're going to be heading out of town on our normal trek up into South Dakota. This year it's South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming. We'll be gone almost 2 months. So if you want to get some classes together or a workshop, I don't care what the subject is, let's get them on the books before I leave town because you don't want to try and do it at crunch time. So, if you're curious about an oil, remember, dive into your reference books. Search in our Facebook group. If you're not in our Facebook group, please hit me up and we'll make sure you get in there. Reach out to the person who enrolled you or to me. I'm happy to help, okay? For monthly promos on my website, which is rainyray.com, I set up rainyray.com/specials where I give the full scoop, which is non-compliant, the real skinny on stuff. So, Rebecca, before we get into the promos for May, which is this kind of a sneak peek, it's not quite the end of the month, but we have access. Are there any questions that you brought today, or issues or goals that you want to touch on?
Um,
Or you can just pop in as you want, okay?
yeah, yeah, nothing offhand that I can think of.
Okay,
Thank you.
no worries. All right. May is got a lot of stuff going on again. doTERRA is really doing some cool things. There's a Father's Day. Yeah, I know it's time to start buying for Father's Day. Hopefully, you all bought things for Mother's Day, which is in May. But Father's Day's in June. So there's a Father's Day LTO, limited time offer. There's a promo for 150 PV order, any kind of order. So PV stands for either product value or points value, and we'll talk about that. 10% off item and a free product of the month. So we're going to talk about all those. Father's Day, okay. Sadly, I lost my father when I was 9. So I love it when I hear about people being able to take care of their parents if they're still around, giving them gifts. I just think it's wonderful. So doTERRA has put together what they call the Woodland Trio, and it has a magnetic car clip diffuser. So I don't have one of those here, but I've had them in the past. Given it away. But it's basically a clip that clips in your car, whether it's on your visor, on a vent, whatever. And it's a diffuser, passive diffuser. So you put oil on and it disperses it through the car. The three oils that come with that, and there are three, okay, are Costa Brio, which they call the Enlivening blend, and that's a 5 ml of that. And I don't have one still because I used it all up. I loved it, but it smells like the forests of South America. It is just delightful. The next oil that comes with is
Sorry.
Midnight Forest.
What you said they call the Costa Rio what?
It's called Costa Brio,
Brio.
Costa, and
Mm-hmm.
the second word is Brio, Brio.
Okay.
So it's called
And
the Enlivening blend.
enlivening. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And it really, these are all woodland kind of aromas, okay? And that one just smells really fresh, like the forest in South America, very rich, okay? And very floral, not floral, but very woodsy, okay? And then Midnight Forest, which I can now crack this open since we'll be able to get more. Midnight Forest it's a woodsy, I love it. It's it's a woodsy oil, and it has distinctive what they call tree terpenes. Among the ingredients that are in this blend, and I'm going to read this, Siberian fir and wild orange, which create a grounding environment. Frankincense is in here that creates a peaceful atmosphere when you diffuse it. And it makes you also feel like you're just surrounded by dense trees, wooded landscape. It's fresh, it's earthy, it's really grounding. I mean, I love it. In the Essential Life book, okay, they talk about using this for forest therapy, meaning like our Shinrin Yoku for forest therapy for renewing yourself for getting more energy, more productivity. It's great for anxiety, brain fog, exhaustion. I love it because it de-stresses me. It lifts me out of a funk. Um, you can use it topically for sore muscles, for headaches. It's great for respiratory issues, colds, bronchitis, sinusitis. So sore joints, respiratory issues, airborne pathogens it kills. So diffusing it is really good for that. It's lovely to put in your bath with Epsom salts as part of your bedtime or evening routine. And some people, like me, love it so much that you can actually use it as a personal fragrance. So that's one of the oils that comes with. I love to diffuse it on its own, okay? But you can combine it, like many of the tree oils, we love to combine with citrus oils, like citrus bloom that we got last month or something, or citrus bliss that's a little sweeter. Um, it's wonderful. The third oil, I love this one too, is Northern Escape. So we know this oil, we love this oil. It's uplifting, it's woodsy. So black spruce, Siberian fir, balsam fir, lavender. It's got cedar wood in it. Cypress hinoki is in it also. Frankincense, Nootka, Cananga, and lime. I mean, it's just really a very, very pleasant, wonderful scent. I love this one also diffused with citrus bloom. I love it in a body spray for men or for women with adaptive and peppermint, believe it or not. It's just really, really nice. So Northern Escape is the third one that's in there. Have you ever tried Northern Escape, Rebecca?
Mm. I've tried Northern Escape, and I think I had, um, excuse me, Midnight Forest at one
Oh,
point.
cool.
Yes.
Very, very
I
cool.
Yeah, and I'm not a piney, furry kind of girl, but the both of those I thought were awesome. What are the milliliters for each of those? Are all three of them 5 ml?
That's a great question. Okay, so it says that the Costa Brio is 5 ml,
Mhm.
and I believe that the other ones are 15 ml, but we'll have to check.
Okay.
It doesn't say. So, oh, I forgot to mention. There is this cool blend for diffuser or for personal fragrance that we came up with when Midnight Forest was first offered to us. So Midnight Forest and Whisper, and we called it Moonlit Whisper. And I dug that recipe out. So it's 10 drops each of those in a 10 ml roller, or you could go up to 20 drops each. And you can also do it in a sprayer, make a scrub out of it. So, I mean, that's cool too. But Northern Escape, remember when they're looking at what these blends are good for, you look at what oils are in it. So, again, respiratory issues, mental stress, forest therapy, being motivated. It's springtime. Let's get out there, right? It's also good for your bedtime routine, and it's great for killing pathogens, good for sore muscles. So those are the ones that are included with the Father's Day package. Now remember, I love to buy the Father's Day stuff, even though my father has passed away, because it's wonderful for other gifts for other people, whether you gift it all together or separate it out. So the cost is 63.50 wholesale, and so that's I think a pretty good price point, especially since you could divvy it up. Also, I just wanted to remind you, Northern Escape is safe to diffuse around cats and dogs, okay? And it's good to use topically with horses or cattle. And you can also use it topically with goats or other small ruminants, okay? So remember, when you're diffusing an oil inside for your pet, your dog, or your cat, just make sure they're free to leave the room. So the other thing that's cool that's going on is anyone who spends 100 and buys has an order that's 150 PV. So in doTERRA, the order has a price, your wholesale price. Nobody pays retail. Friends don't let friends pay retail. So the wholesale price, and there's always a PV associated. So if your order is a total of 150 PV, you get two oils this month. Now let's think about that. I buy supplements every month. Many of us do. So our orders are 150 PV or close to it for most of us that are using the supplements every month. Okay. So what doTERRA is doing is they're basically saying thank you. Okay. So what oils are free with it? Okay. First of all, it's going to be a 5 ml. This is a 15 ml of balance. Balance is incredible. We're going to talk about it. The other oil is the 5 ml, and it only comes this way, of Madagascar vanilla. Now, you know I love it because there's a dropper top on it, which means I use it all the time. Okay.
Mhm.
So making it easy, right, Rebecca?
Yes, ma'am. And you said the balance is the 5 mil?
Yes. So I'm
And
guessing that the value of the balance is about $15 wholesale, maybe 17.
mhm,
And the Madagascar vanilla is 40 wholesale. So you're getting at least $45 in free oils with your order.
right.
So that's really cool. Okay. So balance, pre-diluted. I have one of these with a roller top on my bedside. Okay, we have
Yep.
on my website, you can find an Amazon link for roller tops you can pop right on the 5 and 15 ml bottles. It is pre-diluted, safe for people of every age, all species, I think just about. It is a wonderful oil. I start every day with balance. It's grounding. I breathe it in, put a little on my pulse points, bottoms of the feet, and the back of my neck. It is just such a great way. We start every time we're going to use oils on animals. I try to start with balance to bring them, like it brings us, into homeostasis. Um, one of our favorite all-time combos is balance and serenity. So we call it sleep and calming, we call it sit and chill. Whatever we call it, it's a mainstay, whether you need calming during the day or to help you with sleep at night. The other thing
And on the
say it again,
quick,
Rebecca.
quick question,
Sure.
two quick questions.
Great.
On the balance, for animals, I assume along the spine, put some on your hand and just kind of give them a little massage
Great
on the
question.
spine.
Great question. What I do is I just take a drop, okay, like I'm
Hmm.
doing here, one
Hmm.
drop, catch the next one, okay?
Hmm.
And then it's in your hand puddled. I rub it like this so it's not puddled. And
Yep.
then I pet the animal from the top of the neck, back of the head,
Hmm. Yep.
all the way down the spine.
Okay, that's what I
And
thought. Okay, just wanted to confirm.
oh, it's delightful. And then I also like to pet it a little when you're the animal a little when you're done on the chest. So it's their own personal diffuser. Okay. Oh, what a
Oh,
great
okay.
aroma. Um, So during the holiday a couple years ago, I sent people out, and I don't know who got them and who didn't get them. I don't remember. A roller that I invented. I thought it was kind of cool. That is, I called it Comfort and Joy Roller. And so that's where I did, if you're doing a 5 ml roller as a gift, so the little rollers, 10 drops of balance and 10 drops of citrus bloom topped off with coconut oil. 10 ml roller, obviously use 20 of each. It's delightful, okay? Oh, that's great. Um, so Madagascar vanilla, okay? Well, before we go there, let me just quickly look up balance, okay? Because balance is such a mainstay in our repertoire. Dr. Hill encourages us to use it every morning. Dr. Janet Rourke taught us to use it on the pets all the time.
Mhm.
So stress and anxiety, jet lag, mood swings, anxiety, neurological conditions, convulsions, epilepsy, Parkinson's, brain injury, feeling unstable or inflexible, helping with tranquility and meditation. It helps with anger, rage, fear, grief, trauma. Okay. So it brings us from feeling unstable to feeling grounded. Um, it is, I mean, I love it. How do you use balance, Rebecca?
Well, how don't I use balance? That's a shorter conversation. I too have it by the bed, and while I'm doing my bedtime oil routine, same deal. I put it on the back of my neck, on my feet. I rub it in my hands. I smell it. Uh, so I have a roller and I have just the dropper.
Oh, the
And
dropper is a brilliant idea.
yeah. Um, and so I do that with my Serenity stick. I do, and that's in the morning and at night. And then I always have balance in my purse, and I don't carry a big purse, but I have, my staples, and that's one of them.
Oh, that's so cool. And just a reminder, okay, pre-diluted, so you do not have, if you're going to make a roller with this, or, instead of using this, the roller top on the bottle, you
Yep.
do not have to add coconut oil. It's all pre-diluted. You can use it right out of the bottle. All right, Madagascar vanilla. This one is, first of all, I love vanilla. I don't like a lot of the synthetic vanilla aromas because they're too fakey sweet smelling. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, agreed? Do you agree?
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's night and day.
Yeah, night and day. Our Madagascar vanilla is so um it's just so pure smelling. And it's great for using as personal fragrances. I love to use it in cooking. Um,
Yep.
it's great to use. I put some in my coffee. And it's great to use if you're so inclined for scrubs and things. Um, I mean, it's wonderful. I was so glad. Um, I'm just looking up in the Essential Life book what they say. I was so glad when they came out with it. Okay. So, a body spray we love, Balance, Adaptive, Citrus Bloom, and Madagascar Vanilla. So, when you're making a body spray, all you need to do is put the oils in a spray bottle, top it off with water, give it a shake, and spray. Okay, that way, if you get it on your clothes, you don't have coconut oil on your clothes. All right, that will stain. After sun and cooling spray, it's great in there. You can use that as a after sun, or you can use it as a perfume. Okay, I love it for like a pick me up. So I take a 1 ounce sprayer, and you can buy those from doTERRA, and they're great because they don't leak. 10 to 20 drops each of frankincense, peppermint, lavender, tea tree, and copaiba, and Madagascar vanilla. Okay. It's a wonderful personal fragrance. It just is, it's so great. But remember, it's not just great smelling and great tasting. It's great for restlessness. It's great for nervousness, stress, anxiety. Again, neurological issues. Cancer and tumor prevention. Diffuse it and apply diluted under the nose, bottoms of feet, and other areas as needed. Low blood pressure related to infection. It's great in your bedtime routine, like Rebecca was saying, for with balance also to relax you. It's just an invigorating, kind of euphoric, warming smell.
I have a linen spray that I use with. I don't put the citrus bloom in. I haven't. But the body spray that you spoke of with the Balance the Adaptive and the vanilla, it's just that the going back to the vanilla is so rich.
It's so
You
good,
just
isn't
kind of
it?
you feel like you're the queen for the day
Oh, yeah.
as you lay down to sleep.
And that's a
And I
great
think
way
I
to do it as a linen spray. I love that idea. I haven't done
yep.
that. I can't believe these are great oils for us to be getting free. And many of us who are using the supplements who have converted our homes over to toxin-free, detergents, personal care, shampoo, hair care, those kinds of things. Instead of spending money elsewhere, I get things that are better, as do you, Rebecca, for less,
Mhm.
that are pretty much toxin free. They're upgrading all the time. And now we get a thank you, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know
pretty
the PV on the Father's Day
I
offer?
do. I think I wrote that down. Yes, it's 50 PV.
Okay.
So the cost is 63.50. Normally, we
Uh-huh.
don't get a PV when it comes to diffusers and things.
Right.
So it used to be dollar for dollar on oils. Certain of the supplements, it's not dollar for dollar. And
Hmm.
bundled things like the Father's Day limited time trio, it's not quite equal because we have a diffuser in there, albeit a passive one. And we also have the oils. So that's why
Right.
it costs 63.50, PV is 50. Um, cool beans. Okay, 10% off. What they're doing this month is Copaiba soft gels.
Oh,
I
perfect.
know. And the product of the month is Copaiba. So let's just talk for a moment about Copaiba. Okay. It's amazing, as we know. Now, I fell the other day in training. Normally, I'll stumble a bit because we're dealing with a lot of vines and stuff that we're crawling through and high stepping through in the Florida forest. Well, I took a fall and I really wrenched my back. And Rebecca, I know you just got over an injured back.
Yep.
So, you feel what I'm saying. If I
Yes.
didn't have Deep Blue and Copaiba, I would have been going to the emergency room.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Okay. It was bad. I mean, I get cut and bruised and whatever all the time. It's part of the nature of search and rescue.
Yep.
But this was bad. So, what did I do? Okay. Out in the field, because I carry in my keychain, I took the deep blue polyphenol. These are our pain and inflammation capsules. Okay. So I took two of them. All right. And two of them I took out there. All right. Shortly after this happened. I took two of these every hour for the first few hours, and then every 2 to 4 hours. I am not worried about taking a lot of these because they're safe. It's not like you're pumping Tylenol or Aleve or Advil where you're going to hurt your organs. Okay. As soon as I got home, I got the deep blue out. Okay. And what I did was I immediately put on the rub and I put Copaiba, which you can get for free this month. I put that layered over. Why? We know, and I was slathering it on this whole area, okay? I don't know why I didn't just grab the deep blue stick, but if you can see here, it's this deep blue stick and Copaiba, all right? The research showed that Copaiba is the secret sauce that increases the effectiveness of deep blue. And we know that it's so much better than like biofreeze and all of that for pain and inflammation. This combination in this stick is so good that doTERRA has the ability to call it a topical analgesic, and it has the ability to say that it's good for backaches, arthritis. Can't read the rest of it. I think pain, bruises, strains. No natural products are allowed to say that normally, okay? Because when you combine the deep blue and Copaiba, it's just it's so effective that the FDA approved it, okay? So let's just read a moment about Copaiba because the soft gels that you can get for 10% off, we use every day also. And all they are is Copaiba in a soft gel. All right. So before I do, there's a story. When the only time I went to doTERRA's convention, I called it going to the mothership. Okay. It was when they released Copaiba and they released Adaptive, they released Rose. I mean, it was amazing. And after and you can get these things all right there. When they released the Copaiba, we walked out of the room and everybody had Copaiba, and I saw this woman crying. So I went up to her and I said, what is going on? Are you okay? And she said, as she was holding her hands, she said, I have not been able to open and close my hands without pain for decades because she had such bad arthritis. All she did was take a couple drops of Copaiba and rub it on her hands. I was struck by that. I will never ever forget it. Okay, Copaiba or Copaiba, it's an enhancer like frankincense. It comes from the resin of the tree, and the trees are grown in Brazil. You can add it to recipes. You can layer it. It is. It affects the endocannabinoid system, which is what the CBD oil and things like that affect. But it affects the endocannabinoid system directly. Remember, doTERRA will not sell an oil unless it affects one of our pathways directly. Even the best CBD oil in the world only affects the endocannabinoid system indirectly. Okay? So our Copaiba is 55% more potency, meaning how it can affect your body than any CBD oil. All right, you take it internally, you use it aromatically, you can apply it closest to area of concern. Um, as I said, it's the secret sauce combined with deep blue. Okay, it's in our pain rollers, and I'll post them. So there's a pain roller for muscles and tendons, for general pain, and then a bunch of pain combos that all include Copaiba. Okay. We take Copaiba every
Okay.
day. I take the drops in my oil shot. Tom takes the capsules because he won't do an oil shot. I love him, but he won't. Um, and why do we do it? Not only for the pain and inflammation aspect because I mean I'm going to be 70 in a couple months. Tom is going to be 68. We're very active and we get pain and inflammation. Okay. It's great for liver toxicity. It's great for muscle cramps, tendonitis, respiratory, dopamine deficiencies and addictions, even bedwetting. It's great for colitis and intestinal infections. So you apply it to the abdomen or take it internally. It's, I love it because it's very anti-cancer. All right. There are a few oils like frankincense that are anti-carcinoma. We take them every single day preventatively. Nothing's perfect, but we want to prevent getting cancer, okay? It's also good for preventing and dealing with autoimmune disorders, fungal, bacterial, and viral infection. I mean, I don't know what this oil can't do. It's great for your aging skin. It increases collagen production. So take it internally, put it on your skin. Headaches, migraines, endometriosis, PMS, reading, of course, out of Essential Life book, high blood pressure, arterial sclerosis. Add it in, and it's in our hair grow for dry skin and hair, acne, eczema, psoriasis. So put it in your hydrating cream. Put a drop on your hand and mix it with your hydrating cream and put it on. Anxiety and sleep issues. So grab these. I take two Copaiba soft gels and two Serenity soft gels every night to shut my brain off. And have the such great quality sleep. All right. I do two drops of Copaiba every morning and sometimes in the evening in my oil shot. Larry, our dog, Copaiba is one of the 7 oils that he gets. So I have a 15 ml bottle. I put equal amounts of the 7 oils except DDR. I put double of that. And then I give him 5, 6 drops of that mixture every single day. Okay. This is an oil that if you're not using it, you want to be using it. Okay. It is a lot more cost friendly than frankincense, like by half. And it is really, really, really effective. I mean, I love it. Rebecca, how do you use your Copaiba?
Well, I use the soft gels.
Ah, good.
Um, I also, and you reminded me when I recently had my back issue, and I know it's already in the deep blue stick that I use,
Right.
but I think the real game changer was, I was taking the deep blue more than I usually do, and I was using the deep blue stick, but I put the Copaiba on and then the deep blue stick, and I think that was the game changer. It was like everything started loosening, the muscles just seemed to soften.
Yeah, it's
um
amazing. So adding a
yeah,
little extra to the stick because you had terrible back
right.
pain. Um,
Oh, I thought I
and
was gonna have to go to the emergency room.
oh,
It was bad.
I mean, I know.
Yeah.
All right. So I, I mean, I'm going to post in here all the things that it's good for, but I love it. All right. Now, let me just say, Copaiba is safe for all animals. It can be diffused, applied topically, given internally. So for horses, goats, and cattle, apply it topically, dilute if the animal has sensitive skin. And you can, for example, you can also apply along the spine, 2 to 6 drops. This is horses, goats, and cattle, or on the skin above the hooves. It can be used in a hoof oil or body spray as well. Orally, this can be used 1 drop per 100 to 200 pounds of body weight. So for goats or minis less than 100 pounds, dilute it. All right, just like we would for our dogs. You can mix it with the feed and all of that. For dogs, diffuse it. You for aromatic use and respiratory support, apply it topically at a dilution rate of 1 drop of Copaiba to 30 to 50 drops of carrier oil, depending on your dog's size. And then apply 1 drop of the dilution to the area of concern and pet it along the spine. Internally, 1 drop every 8 to 12 hours, and that's for other than little minis. Um, and I love to give it with food because the food dilutes it. Okay. If your dog
Hmm.
won't eat it, put it on a high value treat, put it in a capsule, mix it with olive oil for powerful antioxidant and immune health. It is just great for the nervous system too. Cats.
I,
Diffusion is preferred. Remember, cats can be finicky about what they eat. If you're applying it topically, it's 1 drop of Copaiba for 80 to 100 drops of carrier oil. And you can also just take a drop of that mixture, pet it along the spine, or the area of interest. You can use it for birds, reptiles, chickens, other small animals. Remember, diffusing is preferred because it's easiest, all right? But otherwise, you want to dilute it down for that species, or you can put it in water and you can do a misting thing, okay, for the birds like that. I love to also use it, let's not forget, with myrrh, helichrysum, lavender, frankincense, any of those other essential oils for skin and for other of their properties. So, I'm really grateful that we're getting the soft gels that are 10% off. So they're normally 37, they'll be 33.30, and you're going to get 30.6 PV from that. The 5 mil of Copaiba is wholesale. It's normally 16.75, but you're going to get it for free either of two ways. Ordering a loyalty order on or before the 15th, that's 125 PV. or ordering one of doTERRA's foundational wellness bundles anytime through the month. Okay. So remember, if you order 150 PV, now you're getting the 5 mil of Copaiba, you'll be getting the 5 mil of Balance, and you'll be getting the 5 mil of Madagascar vanilla. So you're going to get three oils at that point. I mean, it's just very exciting what they're doing. So, um, any questions, Rebecca? Did I explain that all right? Might have lost her for a moment. Could be busy.
Uh, there we
Um,
go. No,
there
you
you
didn't
are.
lose me. Sneezing, coughing, hacking, you could,
Okay.
I mute it. Uh, going back to the Copaiba for pets,
Yes.
and a friend of mine had a very spastic, I'm going to say that it was a English setter, English setter.
Okay.
Brit, no, no, it was Brittany Spaniel.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. And no matter how much exercise, um, uh, I would describe him as a nervous Nelly. It was like he couldn't relax. So this was all before I had discovered doTERRA. And so they were treating him with um, the losing words.
Doesn't matter. They were
Um,
probably using a
no,
pharmaceutical.
no, no, no. They were using the cannabinoids, but
Oh, okay. The CBD.
you know, the CBD, and it helped them. It helped him. So I assume that in now that I know about that, I don't need to even think about CBD in the event that I run across a nervous Nelly dog. Just pop a little copaiba in with their food or however you choose to do it, and voila, you've got better CBD than you could ever get in CBD.
I agree 100%. And
Okay.
sometimes the combination with dogs, depending upon, or cats or whatever, depending upon what's causing their nervousness, um, you may want to also use that magic combo of serenity and balance,
Mhm.
along with giving them the copaiba internally or diffusing it. So yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay, just for future reference. And Lily can be a nervous Nelly on occasion,
There you
but she
go.
usually has a reason.
There you go. And remember, you can keep it simple. You can put a little bit of copaiba for cats, for example, in with a cup of baking soda and sprinkle a little bit of that over their kitty litter. And then as they use the kitty litter, they're getting it. So, there's a lot of ways to help our pets and animals with these oils. But I just am thrilled that doTERRA is giving us these kinds of options this month. And I'm grateful that each month they're giving us one of the top oils. Copaiba is one of them. And, we've already had Metapower, we've had lemon, we've had lavender. And this month is Copaiba. So we have a Copaiba double header this month, which I love.
That's smart.
Yep, very. So anything else you want to touch on? Otherwise, I think this was good and we'll wrap it up.
Um, mm, Nothing right now.
Okay.
No.
Whenever you think of it, we're here or pop in live on anytime you want. Um,
Cool.
so once again, the reason I don't go directly live into the Facebook group is because I want the Zoom recording, and so I post it after. So everyone, thank you, Rebecca, for joining. I love your insights and use of the oils. And everybody, happy oiling. Have a great week, and we love you all. And take good
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you, Rebecca.